Alright, we've arrived back in good old dirt water. And we help our guy out here with some pills. Oh, hello. Were you able to get the broken leg pills? Without them, I'm stuck here, just sort of lying here in the street. Yep, here you go. 20 XP. Whew, thanks. I feel like a new man again. Or at least the same man with a new leg. That's good. Go drink some milk or something, okay? He waves and then skipped happily away. Well, at least they work. Okay, so someone in the comments said to check out my inventory. There might be something in here that we have not investigated yet that can give us something new. Gore spattered scroll. Okay, so this scroll is covered in blood and viscera to read. Lucky for you, you've gotten all that practice reading inside of a dog. You scrape the largest of the giblets off the scroll and read it. It says to take a pile of human ashes, spread them out in the shape of a person inside the red chalk ritual circle, then sprinkle them with stardust and place a mostly perfect glass sphere where the heart should be. Anyway, that's the gist of it. The actual text is a lot more these and thous and such like that. Plus, there's a bunch of weird gibberish you're supposed to say out loud when doing it. Alright, so that's that. Is there anything else we missed in our history here? There's a picture of Mary Stearns. It says Thanksgiving 1994. Okay. Plum pudding proves that. Cryptic note about ley lines. It's time you start gathering clues about the whole perambulating dead situation going around here. You grab a notebook and paper clip and note into it. You've got the Necromancer Journal. I should check that out. Okay, so Necromancer Journal. You open your Necromancer Journal and examine the information you've collected so far. You found that weird ley line diagram, but you don't know how to interpret it. You'll need to find someone to help you, somebody smart or someone who knows a lot about magic. Looks like that's everything so far. Okay, so that's cool. And anything else we might need to do out of here? This patrol cap adds on more pistol damage. Oof. Oof. There's one guy that wanted an old army hat though, didn't he? Yeah, we did run into that recently. I got my notes here of different quest lines we have, and I can actually, now that I know I can talk to Alice, I might just do that going forward instead. She might not know everything. Robe receipt. Let's see here quick. You read over the receipt again. Who would need that many robes? You stick the receipt in your Necromancer Journal. Check it out. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so Necromancer's Lair is definitely west of the mountains. Good to know. Okay, so you... Oh, here we go. So you found a receipt for delivery of robes. Looking at it more closely, you see that's for Boulder Pass. Okay, progress. Absolutely. Ley lines. Okay, and then we also have this thing with the ritual here. I don't know if it's connected or not. I'm going to read it again here now. Let's see. Where did it go? The introductory Nex-Mex. Oh, that's right. We get the Grin and Skull skill. Black covered book printed in black ink on black paper, the primer of the Southwestern Necromancy, otherwise known as Nex-Mex. Read it. Seems like it's probably pretty dangerous. Are you sure you want to read it? I thought maybe we'll leave it alone. I don't think I want to become a Necromancer. Seems like that would certainly piss off Alice, I'm sure. She's probably had enough of those guys. Alright, so this set of marching orders follows directly Rifle Division Fort All Dead north of Dirtwater. They're not doing anybody any good now. You tear them up in little pieces and throw them away. Take that, future historians. Okay. Let's read this one again. Okay, didn't go in our journal either. Okay. Okay, we have this part here and don't. Okay, there's that. Okay, that might be everything for now. Okay, so let's go talk to. Oh well, we did poison those guys here. I think we are gonna rest now, and we will lose our bonuses that we have, which is the food, the goblin sandwich gives us +5 moxie, and the meat it out. We'll get something good for that in a second here, though. Let's go to sleep here, and when we wake up, you dream you're shopping for belts for a wedding and with a wedding cake while fleeing from a gun. Weirdly, you hear a duck whisper your name. You wake up drenched in sweat. All right, hungry and sober. Day 4. All right, good to go. And then we have to decide if we want to do anything right away here. Increases your moxie by 1 for the rest of the day with military grade whiskey. We can have 2 drinks of that, and it'll increase everything by 1. There is some food here, though, right? Let's take a look here. There's a food sorter here. Goblin chicory. Increases speed by 3, reduces muscle, and moxie and mysticality. This increases everything by 1. This increases muscle by 3. Maybe I'll wait until I need it. Well, then again, I do need to have our muscle by 3, muscle by 3. Maximum HP by 5 the rest of the day. And it's just 1, okay. Still. Might be good to have. Armor by 5, that might be good too. Let's eat that. That was hard. And let's increase our everything else by 1. Alright, that's our meals for the day there. We do have liver stuff we can do too. Ranch punch, whatever we want to do. If we need it. If we need it. Only if we need it. Okay, so let's go. Is there anybody else we need to talk to here? Let's go talk to Alice quick and make sure there's nothing else we need to do here. Am I forgetting anything? Talk to the guy. Go get the illustrated camp to the guy at the Lazy A Dude Ranch. Yep, thanks for the reminder. And we'll go there. Okay. Yeah, there is that guy that wanted that cap. Even though it does increase our pistol damage by 3. Lazy A Dude Camp is right here. Now, you spot a tombstone nestled in some pines near the trail. Yeah, can't do anything with it. Okay. Let's just move on. Alright, so. How's it going, man? Where is he? Oh, hey, looking for herbal remedies? No, leave it. Didn't do anything last time. Did you find one of those old army hats? I'll trade you. Sure. Okay, nice, man. Barter is like commerce, man, except natural. You dig it? Strange head sack. Yeah, groovy. Okay, what does this strange head sack do for us? Muscle plus 4. So I like the pistol damage plus 4 better. Oh, well. Muscle plus 4 will be huge if we need muscle lever. And can't do anything about those stuff. Okay, so let's take a look here now. Let's go back to check out Fort All Dead. You see a wagon broke down the side of the road. Needs safe crack in 1. Well, if you're being honest, you're getting attacked by horrible monsters. Probably more likely what happened is a simple mechanical failure. You dismount and investigate. Most of the easy pickings have predictably already been picked easily. But there's still a safe in there, presumably too heavy for the scavengers to move. I have to leave it be. Okay. So Fort All Dead. Okay, it appears that Alice's idea worked. There's not a single skeleton left alive in the entire fort. Didn't know skeletons ate. Didn't know skeletons eat. I don't know how they craft, but I guess you'll learn something new every day. That's 2 things, so we're way out of the game. Nice view from up here, climb down. Anything else we can do here now that we've had those guys cleared out? We have this. Let's read the diary here. It seems to be run by the necromancer's cultists. He and several others were reanimated. I think we read this one already, right? Yeah, we did read that already. No name on the stone. Alright, I think we might have done everything here already. Look around quick here. Yeah, we've done everything here for sure. Alright, well, we took care of that nicely. Don't know what it got for us. Sure, I'm glad to put a stop to that tomfoolery. Saving up the customers for when we actually find the necromancer. Aha. What do you think we should do next? Well, there's always Smee's new rail camp. Might have to run into some problems. In fact, I'd say it's practically a certainty. Any other ideas? Professor bring 5 chunks of Roberto scrap. And Old Mission needs their relics back. And the Stripey Hat gang over Cavern Canyon. Okay, we can go take care of them now, I think. I think we're ready. And the house in the desert. Yeah, we should take care of some bandits. All right, let's go round up some bandits today. Take care of some bounties. Let's see. The Cavern Canyon. All right, here we go. You discover what is either an open grave or a very deep and rectangular pothole. Jump in and see what you find. If it's a pothole, it must have been here for a very long time because you found the remains of an antique traffic accident. Burial whiskey. Nice. All right, we have the hammer now, right? We did buy it? Yes, we did. So we can actually pop this open now. Danger spider. There was a danger spider in there we could go deal with. Let's go see what happens. No way you're going back in there. Oh, we can't go back in. Okay, cool. Pry off the boards. That's right. Pry off the boards. Can't hide. The boards can't hide from your prying eyes or your prying hammer. All right, here we go. Danger spider. This door has 15 deadbolts on it. A note tacked on says, please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider. It isn't even signed, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously. Open the door. The tunnel behind the opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. Okay, well, that's good to know. Maybe I'll figure out how to be a huge spider here in a minute. Let's mosey back out of here. Oh, that's all there's in there, okay. But we did come to the back side of this. Well, if that did us any good or not. You can see this pile of junk on the other side. You can see the gang on the other side of this pile of junk. You're not going to be able to get to them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. That seems to me like I need to become a spider. Again, it seems to be indicating that being a spider is the only way to go here. I don't know how I can get some spider-tudeness, but that is very interesting. How can we go be a spider? Alright, there's no way we're getting through there. We can't go back in the spider cave. We can't do anything else here. I don't want to just go in there guns blazing. It seems like there's another answer here. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by muffled screams. Now there's more skittering, then silence. Let's go inside. Oh, the spider's been here. The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Don't do anything just yet. We'll get them in a minute here. Let's go take a look around for the spider friend here. Danger kitchen, danger bar. All right, danger kitchen hideout. Okay, the poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Shh. Let me get back to you on that one. Maybe. Let's take a look around here quick and see what this guy's on the level or not. On the shelf looks good. All right, let's say yes. Sure. Well, thank goodness. He thrusts his hand into yours, shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Cat, how do you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up to this dank cave for weeks, cooking for these stripy-headed idiots. That sounds awful. You wanted the worst part. There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right, and the shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to the left. What's the worst part? The chain is like 4 feet long. Yeah, that's rough. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school with a million meat idea in my head. Now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What's the million meat idea? Oh, you promised not to steal my ideas, right? Yeah, I promise. Okay, well, there's a new kind of sandwich, maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary, I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it, there's sausage, but it's sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore. Okay, and it's served on a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part, the name? You ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the hot dog. What do you think? How about a hot cat instead? How about a hot cat instead? Don't be ridiculous. Hot cat, what does it even mean? Ha ha ha, ridiculous. There's no need to be mean about it. Besides, not that it even matters. Even if I did get this off this chain, there's no point in hanging around the empty cave making hot dogs just for myself. I don't like the taste of them. Instead of shouting dirt water. Brilliant idea. You're a genius, cat. Hot dogs for sale all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I add mint to the sausage mixture? You help him break his chain. He leaves the cave, hauling the oven and shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about the new sausage recipes. Awesome, cool. We've helped invent hot dogs. All right, and the danger bar. This place needs a new bartender. Got a jaw harp. Maybe they killed him for playing the jaw harp too much. Little twang, you can pluck it if you like. You twang her in your mouth, pull it as best you can, pluck it some more. Pluck it some more, pluck it some more. You pluck the twanger with vigor. You pluck the twanger to beat the band. You pluck the twanger joyfully. Stop plucking it, okay. All these bottles are empty. That's terrible. That's awful. I wonder why we need a mouth heart. Alright, and there's nothing else to do here? Alright, arrest them. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horse, except for the one which Alice carries in her medical bag. He was smaller than he looked. And head back to Dirtwater Jail. And had a run with a giant spider of justice. Fortunately, the reward is for results rather than explanations. 1,000 meat and 30 XP. Awesome. So there's that. I just want to say hi. Get back to work. See ya. Okay, so we got one in there. Oh, there's another one here. Another wanted poster. The Potemkin gang. Unlicensed civil engineering and flouting of constructional regulations. Last seen in an unregistered settlement north of Dirtwater. Alright, The poster shows the location of the suspicious city where these guys are hiding out. Sure, let's check it out. Potemkin's gang hideout. Got it. Okay, so let's go to the other gangs now in the desert house. Go take a look at this. Now we have the dog here. Oh, your keen eyes detect a secluded cave in the near distance. Exploring would definitely be a good use of your time. Shaggy Dog Cave. Let's go there now. Shaggy Dog Cave. Alright, let's go, it says it's gonna be a good use of our time. Let's go take a look. There's a plaque bolted to the wall here. Let's read it. A record of the event of the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887, is recorded by Jim Plackwright. Okay. Curiosity piqued. And that's it. That's all it's written there. And there's more here. There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall. Having acquired through various and sundry means a story which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time. A map purporting to lead to a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Hole Jr. In the years before the cows came home, I, Jim Plackwright, along with three compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. Okay. Our equipment and provisions consisted of one cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plaques, and engraving tools, 1 large shaggy dog, and a butt for. What's the butt for? There's a plaque on the wall here. After traveling for 2.5 days, to the south and east, we arrive in a small town named Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us enter the local saloon and order a beer, except Cy, who was satisfied with water. This is a strange story, and a long cave. The barman provided our drinks as requested, then withdrew a small wooden box from beneath the bar, asking us if we'd care to witness something really interesting. Considering what we'd still had quite a few hours to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to the Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions, which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Okay, what else inside the box now? Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon, and fortunately, the only supplies missing were the butt for, and the entire basket of eggs, apart from the one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We all discovered that the dog had absconded with one of our horses, forcing Nate and Cy after drawing lots, to share. And there's a plaque on the wall. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip as well as replacement butt for, we headed out into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, as we took some solace in the fact that it would have been far more tolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass the time on the trip and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. You run out of the cave here, I'm sure, buddy. However, I will relate to you 3 odd occurrences that happened to us during our trek across the desert. First was 2 or 3 hours out of Dirtwater when Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metallic object partially buried in the sand. It was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously contained a small quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with other tools. Okay. We found a lamp in the desert. Oil lamp in the desert. Our next encounter was the small nomadic goblin tribesman, whom we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as to our destination. We replied we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, though we did not disclose the reason for our journey. The goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that only a short time earlier we witnessed a large shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed. Continued on our way. Man, this is a lot of reading here. Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut occupied by two identical-seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. This struck me as particular, given that there were two of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. It's a good, yeah, you gotta be tactful. Gotta be tactful with that one. And one of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and another hermit confirmed that his brother said was true. They also commented that they've seen a large shaggy dog riding a horse in that direction. We all agree this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our but-for, and we continued on our way, excited to finally be nearing our goal. Alright. Gotta be running out of cave soon here. There was a plaque bolted to the wall. Go figure. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at the Shaggy Dog Cave. Carefully keeping our excitement in check, lest we become incautious, we unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug pocketed and shared the egg he had saved from our basket that had been stolen in dirt water. Once we were rested, we decided the time had come to explore the cave. And he's still here, writing plaques, I'm sure. All those years later. Discovering that we had neglected to pack torches, lanterns, or any other light source with which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered the antique oil lamp during our travels. He gave the brass a quick shine and lit the wick, and we were relieved to discover that he lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. Okay. How long does this go on? As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse, and there was almost no side passages which could cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave and engrave them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discover the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. He is still down here. I guarantee it. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel. While Nate, Cy, and Doug took turns with excavation, I completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Cy's shovel struck a wooden surface with a hollow noise, and we hauled the traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. We gotta be getting close now. Not even close. And the chest was locked with an ancient rusting iron padlock which easily broke off with a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly, and flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brilliantly upon jewels of every color, shining ingots of precious metals as promised by the legend of Black Cole Jr. Joyous at our triumph, we loaded the chest under a wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading. May your own endeavors be equally successful. Signed, Jim Plackwright. A completely empty one. And that is all that's there. Reading is its own reward. That's why we're not mad about that. I could easily get back out of here like this. It was not worth our while. Let's just put it that way. All right, back to the desert house here. Now, we need to figure out what to do with this dog. There might be a way to distract him now. The dog house contains a nearing dog. Okay, so we can bring him on or give the dog a bone. Yes, we can. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, you achieve your aim, and the dog begins contentedly gnawing on a human femur. Good for him. Okay, now we can be stealthy. As we know, stealthy is my middle name. The hinges on this gate are really rusty. If you open it, the guys inside will definitely going to hear it. We're going to use the oil can. Use the last of the oil can on the rusty hinges. The gate swings open easily and silently. All right, we're going to get the jump on these guys now. Is there anything over here worthwhile? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Walking back slowly. Very slowly. You creep up to the door. You can hear the gang inside. You notice that the door jamb is busted, probably from being kicked in. There's a crude hasp of bent nails on the door. Looks like the bandits have been locking it with a padlock from the outside when they leave. If you had a lock, you could turn this fortress into a prison. Back off for a bit. Okay. I think what we do is buy a lock from the store and lock them up in there. Let's do that quick here. We have the button willow store here. We have a ton of money. You happen to cross the Bandit crate, which apparently fell off a wagon or something, and which, since the lid has been knocked loose, you know what that means. It's mine, all mine. You fish for the crate and help yourself the contents which appear to be mining gear. So you're even more right than you know. Cool. We've seen that one before. Alright, so we have general store. And we have a lock for $45. Worthwhile. And that will do it. Let's see. Is there anything else good here? Moxie buy 3 for the rest of the day? Cheap wine. Let's buy that. And there was something else we're going to buy. We're going to buy the pickaxe or something like that too, aren't we? We'll come back for that later. We got the lock. Okay. Heading back then to the desert house. You come across a horse trying fruitlessly to figure out how to use a pair of binoculars. Those aren't for you, buddy. The horse reluctantly agrees and trots off, leaving the binoculars behind. Grab them. Disposable binoculars. Awesome. Okay, so we can use those to find new locations. Alright, let's go get into this, though. The dog's still working on a bone, I think. Good. And we're gonna lock him in. Lock him in? You quietly lock the door from the outside. You've definitely got the upper hand at this point. What's the next move? Arrest them. A muffled voice says, "Hey, the law, get 'em, boys." Then, "Tarnation, we're locked in." You hear a chorus of defeated sighs. Come out with your hands up. Hand over your weapons. Hornswoggle 1, yes. You hear quiet but heated discussion inside. Eventually, all the voices say, "All right," and the pistols fall out the window. We got the bandit pistol, and the desert guns gang 6 gun. I'm just kidding. I'm still going to arrest you. Voice says, "Aw, dang it. You round up the gang and haul them back to Dirtwater. That's the house of the desert gang, all right. Except for the house, that is. Did it get away? What was I supposed to? Hey, I'm just messing with you. Here's your reward. Some stuff. Okay, cool. And then we get new guns. So we have the toilet pistol, which does 5 damage, 5 poison damage plus 3 to 4. We have the desert gang 6 gun, which is plus 1 moxie, and it's a 7. It's a 6 or 7. Bandit pistols are 5 to 7. This one's even better. So I think we sell off the deputy, sell off the bandit, sell off the other bandit, and keep the desert gang 6 gun, because this will, you know, be an upgrade if we don't use the toilet pistol anymore. The toilet pistol is probably more powerful overall though, because it does a total of 9 to 8 damage if they're vulnerable to stench and poison. So that's something at least. Anyways, let's figure out where we're headed from here then. So I think next, let's go talk to Alice. She'll know what to do. Oh, there's another job here too. Nice. Read it. Wanted post says the Black Hat Bandits for horse theft and selling of counterfeit glue in the old millinery. Millinery? No good can come of criminals with hat making machinery. Go investigate? Yes, indeed. All right, you got the old millinery. I knew that I was going to say it just like that. It's a good word. Millinery. Millerini. Okay, fine. All right, let's head to the old millinery and see how that goes.